things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Ocha. He's just to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading in.
Where? Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throws to the tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Takes his shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. We want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in play.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
A big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage, so that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap game, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll try to field the punt to see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Noles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making checks. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Noles will punt this one away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got room to work. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Play action. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Reed. They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Kramer. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You gotta love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. They'll try the run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Right down the middle. Finds his man open. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Still running at the 35. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the run, it's Moss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Alchuk. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Here we go. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab, past the marker. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Quarterback moving. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, let's take a second here and think about top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll ride his man on the option. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Uncorks one. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it in bounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He could play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Noles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Calls his own number. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark him at the 49. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of P's being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Reed. Going over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Lost to fire on second down. Throwing right. The sure hands. It's Concepcion. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Hey, we saw this QB on the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He'll do it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man on the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. To the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. To the air, it's Reed. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Touchdown, Aggies! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dave.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He leaves it with his back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls in.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella.
Good job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Ocha. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st down from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's White. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. Third down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
And you see this more and more in football and all sports, really. Analytics is the world of I'm going to go for it.
For sure. Basketball, you shoot more threes. Baseball, try to hit for power. It's just the way it is.
Well, and at least in football, you kind of know the down and distance. You know how close you are to getting a first down. So maybe you play those percentages a little bit more. But it's definitely starting to prove itself.
Got it in the middle. It's White. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Check. Black 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse choice.
They'll go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but it's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They are up by 7 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
There he goes. the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Gets it out quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for his man. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Bounced off his feet.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you...
Looking for a deep man. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for goal balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Ocha. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking to throw on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
it.